What up, Super Squad? I am for real. Process Rule Debugger is a freaking game changer. I know this. I've done hundreds of process rules. I've tried to figure crap out, and this is money. Watch it. I'm going to pass over to Super Daniel to show you how it works. The Super Duper feature update.
It's Super
Process Rule Debugger.
Hello, this is Super Daniel bringing you an update to how you can build process rules. So right now, when you build process rules, you have no clear way to see what failed when you go to use the test rule. Well, now we've added a little button to the left-hand side of every single test rule record that can show you exactly what went wrong. So for this one, we can just click this button and we can see, alright, my contact to deal association failed because it expected at least one matching association, and I have none. So that means if I go back here, so the whole thing here is a contact HubSpot object rule. So you can see the contact to deal, so expected at least one matching deal with all matching tickets that create date are 360 days from now. Which means I have a whole bunch of tickets. I have a whole bunch of tickets where not all matching is correct. And if I go to the second one, you can see a similar thing. If I go to the third one, you can see this one fails because the record is not found. So this is not a real record. If we go to the third one, you can see, alright, same thing. Fourth one. This one's a massive one. Because this one, the contact has two. So you can see we have this association failed, expected at least one matching association, and this one failed because expected at least one matching association. And then on these individual deal to tickets, you can actually see this one's to the 351, and this one's to the 404. That the association failed all expected associations to return record matches. That way you can get a little more details. Speaking of details, if we go to the object view, you can actually see a full breakdown of what we in Super get from HubSpot when it comes to testing these rules. So you can see I have the user fields, all this kind of stuff, and I can go for each one of them where I can see a more detailed view of what is going on, and I can expand this to see all of the fields that we get, and we can see, alright, and this really applies to fields. So let's delete this so we can see, a few of them passed. So all checks passed because we have at least one matching. But if I was to go in and add a filter and let's say, so first names, and is any of Matt, I'll hit save. There we go, we have an update. So this one passes, and we can see that this field gets flagged. So when we have stuff checks on fields and we get the object, we can actually see, alright, this one passed rule evaluation and all associations passed. So you can see this nice little green check mark. If I was to go here, this one fails, and we actually get to see field audit result. Alright, first name fails, so we can see a little check mark. We can go to the detailed view and say, alright, this one's failed. And because this is an and statement, we don't actually evaluate this part of the rule. So we just see no records match, we don't see any error. And this hopefully will help you figure out what's going wrong with your rules a lot easier. So you can see what you need to tweak. Are you getting the right stuff? Maybe there's a field you might need to change, so maybe first name is not returning you what you need and you might need to change it.